Hi, this is a video on a compact selfie stick by BlitzWolf, and this is the BW-BS9. Now I paid for this selfie stick on Amazon for $11.99. There was no deals. Now we'll go around the box. On the front we have BlitzWolf, the model number of the selfie stick, a nice green stripe. On that side we have nothing. We have nothing on that side. And on the back here we have a QR code from BlitzWolf.com to show other products that they sell, a barcode, international coding on there, and we have BlitzWolf, the code of the model number of the selfie stick, the model number again, I'll bring that close, model number. Now this is a Bluetooth selfie stick and it uses Bluetooth 3.0. It has a battery capacity of 40 milliamps, a transmission range of less than 10 meters, and the selfie stick weighs 55 grams, the tripod, and 100 grams for the selfie stick. So altogether it weighs 150 grams, and the length it goes to is 166 to 665 millimeters. Now, as I always say in my videos, I'll give you what the true length of this selfie stick, even though manufacturers, as I said, measure from the bottom end of the stick to the top of the selfie stick, but I'll give you the true measurements later on in the video. Now, this is what you get inside the box. We have a manual explaining how to pair the Bluetooth shutter button on there, and how to use, open and close the selfie stick and how to use it. And we have the folding tripod here for the selfie stick. So before I look at the selfie stick, this is what the tripod looks like. Now the tripod, as it states on the box, weighs only 55 grams and it folds out like so to create the tripod base. And we have a cap here for the 1/4-inch screw thread that's there, which is a nice neat feature by BlitzWolf. I like that. And the tripod is made of plastic, but it's a quality plastic, so it doesn't feel cheap at all. And even though it's 55 grams, it has a little bit of weight to it, and you know it's built solid. It's not even collapsing it down. It's quite stiff, not really loose. And each of these legs, they click into place. So that is quite good. That is really brilliant from BlitzWolf. And each leg has a rubber feet on it to stop it from slipping. So that's brilliant. So that's a very good tripod. I'd say this is one of the best tabletop mini tripod legs for a selfie stick I've come across. So that's really good. That's a great one, that is. Now we have the compact selfie stick itself, and I'll start from the top and work down. Now at the very top here, as you can see, this is where the phone mount is, and this top is made of metal. So this is metal at the top, and at the sides here, if you could just about get it in camera focus, are a couple of grooves cut out for grip. And to get to the mount, you simply pull up and the mount will come out along with the selfie stick and closes back down within itself, so that's quite nice. We come down to the shutter button, and that has the words BlitzWolf on it, and a little LCD light here indicating whether the shutter button is on or off, and we have the shutter button on there. Now at the top here we have a eject button here to eject out this shutter button, and what you simply do is press down on it and pull out the shutter button, and this is how it looks. Now the shutter button uses a very small coin cell battery. I mean really small, the real tiny coin cell batteries. Now you get one which is supplied with the selfie stick, and it will have a plastic tab that is coming out from the left hand side or the right hand side, it depends how it was packaged, and you simply have to open this shutter button by the way of, and I'll try and get that into focus, you have to simply open the shutter button from below here, and at the top here, and this will come apart into two halves. Now when you're doing this, be careful when you're opening, because this button here is not exactly fixed to the shell of the shutter button itself, so be careful because you might lose this. So I suggest when you're going to change the battery in this, do it over a table or a white piece of paper, A4 sheet of paper, so when this button drops out you can see it, because it's a very small button and likely to drop out. And that's the shutter button. Now to connect this shutter button to your phone, now I'm using my iPhone SE, you go to settings, whether it's an Android phone or an iPhone, go to settings, go to Bluetooth. For Android users, make sure that your phone is in discovery mode so Bluetooth devices can see it. But for iOS users, Apple phones, iPhones, you don't need to do that, just go straight into Bluetooth. And you press on this button here, press down on this button here, and you'll get a flashing light. And what you need to look for is, and I'll find it here, there it is, you'll find BW-BS9. Once you find that, this is now connected to it, and then this will be connected to it, and as you can see a light will slowly flash to say that you are connected to it. So that's how you connect the BlitzWolf shutter button to your mobile phone. Now going around the selfie stick itself, we have this nice kind of leather type textured feeling around the selfie stick on this side of the selfie stick, so it's all the way down, but on the other side it is just smooth. The whole entire selfie stick here, the body of it is made of plastic, but it's a nice firm plastic, not a cheap feeling plastic, and the bottom here is made of metal, and it has a 1/4 inch screw thread at the bottom along with these 4 rubber pads here, and obviously the screw thread is to fit the actual tripod on there. Now this is how it looks with the tripod on there, and we simply fold this right out, and now that's how the actual BlitzWolf selfie stick looks with the tripod fully out, and it's quite sturdy. It's one of the sturdiest selfie stick tripods that I have actually come across. It's quite sturdy, even on the table here on this mat. So that is very good, BlitzWolf. That's nice to know that that is quite sturdy. So now the actual length of the selfie stick when extended, and I always say this in my videos, I do not go by the manufacturer's suggested length, because they measure from the bottom of the selfie stick to the very top, and that's their length. Now I don't do that because you lose on the grip, some inches, and you lose some with the phone. So to me, I always measure from the bottom of the phone mount here to the top of the actual handle, and between these 2 points here is 20 inches. So this extends out to 20 inches long. Now the stem of this selfie stick is a kind of gunmetal grey purple colour. I hope that's come up shown on the camera. And down the side, it's made of aluminium, the stem is, and also there is a seam running down the middle of the stem and a seam at the back. So this gives it quite a very good stiffness and strength to this actual stem. So that's great. The only thing I dislike is where each of the joins are on the sections, they're in black. It would have been great if it was the same color as the actual stem, but it's still good. It still has a great look to it. Now for the mount here, it is a spring-loaded mount, as you can see. And another negative thing, which I dislike, is the mount fitting at the top. There is no actual screw thread or thumb screw at the top, which is, in my books, is quite bad, because after a while of turning this, because it's plastic against plastic, it will wear down. This will start to wear down, and then this will become more loose as it goes. So be aware of that when you're buying this selfie stick, or any selfie stick without a thumb screw at the top here for adjustment. I'd rather BlitzWolf put a thumb screw at the top there than to have a screw built inside there. That's if there's a screw, because sometimes they might not put a screw in there. What they'll do is put another piece of plastic barrel shaped into there and then seal it up on either side in there, and then it's just using friction to hold its angle, and as I say, after a while it will wear down. Also, the phone mount can only hold the phone in landscape position, so I find that is absolute no-no when it comes to a phone mount on top of a selfie stick. This should have been able to literally have the ability to turn from landscape to portrait, but with this you're going to have to, when you're taking your shot and you want a portrait position, you're going to have to turn the whole entire selfie stick like so to get a portrait position. So BlitzWolf, when you're doing a Mark II version of this, make sure this can be able to turn at the top from landscape to portrait. Now, as I stated, this is a spring-loaded mount, and we have rubber here and rubber at the top of this mount. Now, with all my videos when it comes to selfie sticks, when it comes to the shutter button, some selfie sticks mute the shutter button sound when you press the shutter button. So we'll see if BlitzWolf either mutes the sound or allows the sound of the shutter button. So I'm going to press the button, and now you get the sound when you take a picture. So we've got a video, and I'll press the button again, and that's it, and press the button again. So as you can hear, you get the sound when you're starting a video, and you get the sound when you end a video. So that's good. That's great. It does not mute the sound of the shutter button. Now, this is how it looks when it's floor standing. Now, the actual length of the entire selfie stick on its tripod is 30 inches. Now, which I always say on my videos, when it comes to this length or height of selfie stick tripods, if you're going to take this outside, I suggest bring a piece of string with you, probably about 1 meter in length, and you're going to have to tie it to the middle of this selfie stick and tie it to a post or a table leg or a chair leg, because even though I'm next to this on a wooden floor, this has got some shake. Now, I know earlier on in the video I said that this was quite sturdy. I think this is genuinely made literally for a tabletop or a desk, or to be placed on top of a unit or something like that to take your shot. It's not, to me, it's not really for floor standing, and especially when it comes for outside as well, because even though the footprint of this is somewhat a bit wide, it's narrow in places here but wide here. Sitting next to it now on this floorboard, I can see a slight wobble. So I personally would use this for taking indoor shots when you're going to use the tripod. If you're going to use it outside, once again, I would use a piece of string and tether it, because obviously when the wind blows, it's going to catch your phone, especially if you're using larger phones, and blow this over. So personally, indoor use. Now, this is my 2p worth on the BlitzWolf BW-BS9. I think this is a great selfie stick. I think it's quite good. Fellas, it's a selfie stick for you guys, and ladies, it's a selfie stick for you. If you're going on holiday or on trips or just even for a night out, it's a great selfie stick to have. It's compact, so ladies, there's no problem putting this in your handbags or clutch bags or purses, what the Americans say. There's no problem putting that in there, into the most smallest bags. So, and for fellas, it's coat pocket size and jacket pocket size. So I like the build quality and the plastics that they use and the metals on the end and the stem, the colour of it and that, and the aluminium used, and how they strengthen the stem with the seams on both sides. So that's brilliant about this selfie stick. The button, I like the actual how it is fitted into the selfie stick and placed in there, and also the size of the shutter button, that's all right. And the leather look, what they give to the front of the selfie stick, is also nice. I like that, and that same leather look does carry across into the legs of this selfie stick. The actual weight of the selfie stick is quite nice as well. It's quite all right. It's lightweight, and the tripod legs. So for portability, it is really good from BlitzWolf on this selfie stick. So in general, it's a very, very good selfie stick, compact selfie stick by BlitzWolf, and good quality build from them as well for this selfie stick. Okay, the negatives for this selfie stick, which there's only a few. First of all, it's changing the battery in this shutter button. You have to be very careful, and I suggest that you do it over a table, preferably with either some plate, a bowl, or a piece of A4 sheet of paper, because once you pull apart the shutter button on this once you pull that apart, the actual button to press will fall out. Now, I've tried that several times to not make it fall out, and every time I try to do it, the button always falls out. So you need something to catch that button or to see it, because the actual button here is very, very small to see. It is really small to see that button. Next, it's the actual top here. Now, where the actual phone mount meets the stem. Now, if anybody from BlitzWolf is actually going to watch this video or watching this video, when it comes to the design, try and make that be a thumb screw of sort, so we can make that adjustment ourselves and to tighten it, because as I stated before, after usage with this will start to loosen. This will start to loosen, and there's no way of tightening that, and then this selfie stick tripod will become useless. So that's a negative. Another negative is the actual phone mount. The phone mount is all right. It's the orientation of the phone mount is the negative, because you can only have that naturally in landscape. There is no way of turning that phone into portrait. You have to turn the whole selfie stick like that, and it would have been great if it had a pivot within the mount, so you can turn this the phone mount from landscape to portrait. So when doing a Mark II version of this BlitzWolf, make that be possible, so you can put a pivot in there so you can turn it from landscape to portrait. Now, despite those few negatives that I gave about this, overall it's a great selfie stick to buy and well worth the money that Amazon is selling this selfie stick for. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, please give it a thumbs down. I'm all right with that. If you got any comments, leave it in the comments section. And oh yes, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.